Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. On the Bears sideline, their head coach, Ben Johnson. His team fell in their season opener a week ago, now hitting the road, looking for their first win. On the other side for the Rams, it's Sean McVay. His guys also fell in the opener a week ago, so we've got a couple of teams here desperately wanting to avoid an 0-2 start. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. Off we go from SoFi Stadium. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time, led out by the former Spartan, their starter, formerly of Michigan State. Now the rookie quarterback here.
You know, it's funny, some games you can look at the box score and you have a pretty good feeling who won. And last week, not one of them. I mean, to throw for 3 touchdowns, no picks, you'd expect that team to win, but they just didn't get the performances and the production from those around him. So he needs to continue to play at that level, continue to bring along the rest of his teammates. If they can get a more collective performance similar to his, now I think they've got a real shot to have success.
Get about 6 before he's taken down. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. They'll look to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the 1st down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
On the give, it's Williams. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
3rd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. Pass over the middle and take it in. He's got it. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Rams 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A give, and here comes Williams. Down the sideline to the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Here's a run. We'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A pickup of 2.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Corum will score. Touchdown, LA. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting the game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
thing that stuck out to me, Mike, was when we met with him this week, immediately, right at the start of the production meeting, was his ability to take ownership of last week's loss. He said, listen, if I don't make those 2 interceptions, we probably win that game. And when you go back and watch the tape, I love how hard he is on himself. He played pretty good ball. If he can eliminate those couple bad throws, a couple bad decisions, when he's good, he is as good as there is in the NFL.
Off play action. Here's Williams. Flush to his right. He runs with it. And he will slide at the end, give him about 5. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. That's to the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Chicago.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He'll get this to the Missouri man, Luther Burden. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down. Here's a 1st carry for their running back. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. On the run to the right. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Josh Oliver. Touchdown Bears. That's his 1st touchdown of the new year.
Ties the game at 7.
And that's just another element that defenses have to worry about when playing a team like this. You match up with all their skill guys in the route concept, but then there's nobody left to account for the quarterback, and he ends up making the play. Big-time finish, big-time play, and they end this drive with 6.
Whoa! And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Rams offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. When you play a tight game and lose, it kind of changes the feeling coming into this week a little bit.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2. The best teams in this league, they have an uncanny ability, regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to learn from the good? And there certainly was a lot of it. But can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
A run out of the gun with Corum. And will be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. 2nd quarter now. Rams in control of the football. Here's 1st and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And the Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On first and 10. It's close. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for pickup of 3. That's Andrew Van Ginkel in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bears' 28-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Quorum. And he'll be stacked up. The line is scrimmage. 21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll throw complete to Blake Quorum. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
A 39-yard attempt.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Rams will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that. And take a lead on that field goal.
The Bears offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Keelan's forward for maybe a yard. Kobe Durant up to make the stop.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. 3rd and long. Here's Williams. To the right side. Caught by Burton. He needed 13, and that's exactly what he got. By the nose of the football, it's a 1st down.
And the Bears' 1st down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's going to run it. And he'll get this up close to a 1st down as the tackle is made right at the midfield stripe.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he's going to have the Bears' 1st down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
Chicago.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Williams trying to get his guys set quickly.
Loss of 12 yards. It's 2nd down.
to throw. Touchdown, Chicago. The extra point up and good. And the Bears are on top. It's 14-10. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready for this next possession. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. He'll look to throw. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down and 15.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Phillips.
By the Bears. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Defenders right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And they'll take this down inside the 35. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Braden Fisk is there to bring him down.
Braden Fisk on the stop.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. And he's in. Luther Burden. Touchdown Bears.
Touchdowns Chicago.
Now the try for an extra point. It's up and through. And the Bears are out to a 21-10 lead.
Rams 10.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This returnable from the 4. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Rams offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a 1st down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. So within half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Week 1 was full of surprises, full of intrigue, and a lot of firsts for the young players. What will Week 2 bring? Let's dive in. Our trip around the NFL starts now with a good divisional matchup in the black and blue NFC North. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. This'll wind up a touchdown. The Vikings are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. Next up, let's go out to Glendale, Arizona, checking in on the Cardinals as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Kenneth Walker III. One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville, the Jags taking on the Houston Texans. And it's C.J. Stroud, one of his 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Texans get a 2nd straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. There you see Ben Johnson, the head man in Chicago, as his Bears get set to take over once more. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Williams. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Holston Loveland was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Moving to his right. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Durant.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he's in! Kyren Williams. Touchdown, L.A. His first touchdown of the new campaign. The Rams will line up for the two. They're going to try to run for it with Williams. And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No 2-point conversion to add on as they come up empty. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense make their way out to take over once more. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. They'll begin here on the ground. And they'll manage to pick up about 4. Braden Fisk is there to bring him down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Forced out wide. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. On 2nd down, it's a run with Swift. And that one going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. 3rd and long. To throw, it's Williams. That'll be caught. It's DeAndre Swift. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
And he'll indeed pick up a Bears 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing is Williams. Moving outside the pocket. throw there on second down. Going to be incomplete. 3rd and 7. Now Williams. He's going to have the first down and more. And he will get into the end zone. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Chicago. That his second TD catch of the season. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And it's left side and caught by Flowers. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
That's good for a Rams 1st down.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw yet again. Off he goes. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On the ground, it's Quorum. They'll take this down right to the edge of the red zone. 21. Tyler Gordon there to make the tackle. 2nd down, they need 7.
At the 21-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. Williams hit, and he loses the football.
He was taken down behind
3rd
the
down
line
and 9.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
They'll look to throw. A quick slant to Flowers. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. That is caught, and he will score. Game on. Puka Nacua, touchdown Rams. The kick by Lucky is good, and the Rams have cut the deficit to 5. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
It's second down.
Here's Williams. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9. And third down. Coming up.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's third down.
Here's Williams now to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. And it's well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
And the Bears first down.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
At his own 49-yard line.
Just shy of midfield. Here's second down. On the option, it's Swift, and he'll get back to midfield. So no gain on that one.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And he is out of bounds. Markham at the 25. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First down, Chicago.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. On 3rd and 2, it's Williams. He gets this complete to Burton. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Bears. His second rushing touchdown of the year. The extra point is up and through. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
For Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Rams offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll send Flowers in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And here comes Williams. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Rams first down.
It's another run here for Williams. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense.
Now, a big third down.
Here we go.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. That's into the hands of Flowers. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second.
Here, look to throw.
At the 32-yard line.
Caught by Nakua on the out route. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down. So they get a new set of downs. Just as importantly, stop the clock.
Another Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
To the air one more time. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 17. At the
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's called in on the left by Nakua. And the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
4th down.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they're going to mark them down right at the 30-yard line. Now a timeout Rams. That's number 2. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. 2nd and 11. So this one in the win column for the Bears. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.